Hello everyone, welcome to Praveen Tutorial Point. A hot body is placed in the surrounding. Then the hot body slowly loses its heat unless both the surrounding and the hot body comes to the equilibrium state. The hot body will loses the heat. Or you consider an example that take a hot cup of tea or coffee which is placed in a room. So what happens here? After some time you may observe that the hot cup of coffee becomes equilibrium with the room temperature. That means the heat from the cup is radiating out and spreading all over the surrounding. In the same way, now and one more situation, if you consider the same cup of coffee, hot cup, is kept in a AC room. Now also the heat will radiate out, but this time the heat radiation will be very fast. The reason is the temperature of the room and the temperature of hot cup of coffee had much more difference. When it is kept in a normal room, the radiation of heat will be there, but it will be little bit slow. But here, when the hot cup of coffee is placed in AC room, the radiation of heat will be very fast. The reason is the difference between the temperature is more. The difference between the temperature is more, the radiation of heat will be fast. If it is less, the radiation will be slow. So this is called as Newton's law of cooling. This was first introduced by Newton, and here if you consider the statement of the Newton law of cooling, the rate of loss of heat of a body, so the hot body will lose its heat, is directly proportional to the difference of the temperature. See, room may have, if a AC room is having some 24 degrees Celsius and a hot cup of coffee is having some 80 degrees Celsius, so the difference is very large. So the radiation of heat also will be very high between body and surrounding. So it depends upon the temperature of body and temperature of surrounding. And here what is happening is the heat is radiating out. So the heat radiated by the hot body in a unit time is given as dq by dt. Here Q is the heat, a little heat which is radiated from a hot body in T seconds. You consider a situation, this is a hot body which is having a temperature T2, and this is the surrounding around the hot body which is having a temperature T1. So the heat will radiate out from the hot body in all directions such that the hot body will get into equilibrium with the surrounding. Up to that instant the heat will radiate out, but if the difference is high, the radiation of heat will be high. If the difference is low, the radiation of heat will be low. So here the heat radiates by the body is minus dq by dt. Here why we are taking minus means the heat from the hot body is reducing gradually. So it is decreasing down, so minus. So dq by dt. And what is the temperature difference here? The temperature difference is T2 minus T1. Hot body minus cold body, that is which is surrounding. Now you consider an equation that here hot body is losing some heat. Here it is not changing its state, but it is losing some heat. So from the calorimetry, from specific heat capacity, we know that Q equal to ms delta T. Here the temperature is falling. Temperature is falling gradually. So what extent of temperature is falling? Small temperature is losing. T2 is losing small temperature. So the temperature falls is dT2. And here heat Q can be written as Q equal to ms dT2. Change in temperature is dT2. From the definition, we can write like this: the rate of loss of heat, that means minus dQ by dt, is directly proportional to, it is directly proportional to the difference of temperature. So that is T2 minus T1. It is directly proportional to the difference in the temperature. So, and this can be written ms d2 dt2 by dt is directly proportional to T2 minus T1. And here, to make it equal, we can write it as ms dt2 by dt is equal to k. K is the constant here. T2 minus T1. Here k is a constant. Now what we have to do is take out all the temperature one side and time another side. So by taking all the temperature one side and time one side, we will get like this: dt2 upon T2 minus T1 is equal to minus k by ms into dt. So here k is constant and mass of the body is constant, and the specific heat capacity is also constant. So this can be written as capital K dt, and this dd2 by T2 minus T1 is equal to minus k dt. Now integrate on both sides. Integrate on both sides. By integrating, we will get the integration of T2 minus T1 is log T2 minus T1 is equal to the integration of constant K is minus KT plus constant C. Here K is the constant of cooling, and now this can be written as T2 minus T1 is equal to e power of minus KT plus C, or T2 is equal to T1 plus C dash into E minus KT. Relation between T2 and T1. So, or by knowing the constant and T1, we can find T2. So this is the relation between T2 and T1. And now, if you consider a graph, this is temperature and this is time. So the graph seems to be like this. Here, at the first time, if you consider this as a time, so for the small time, the fall of temperature, this is the fall of temperature. For this much of time, this is the fall of temperature. If you consider the same amount of time here, and this will be the fall of temperature. And if you consider one more time, this is the time and this is the very small fall of temperature. So if the temperature difference is high, then the radiation of temperature or the fall of temperature will be also high. If the temperature difference is less, then the fall of temperature also will be less. And this is Newton's law of cooling. Thank you.